my goodness. What is up, Midnight Tokers, Afternoon Inhalers, and AM Hookah Smokers? This is the AM Hookah Podcast. We are a weekly podcast every Monday, 5:30 Mountain Standard Time, talking about bowls, tobaccos, and a whole lot more. I am your host, Matt, but with me, as always, is the buzz in Starbuzz, the man himself, Adrian. How are you doing this week?
Don't you ever call me that again. I'm doing, I was doing well till I cut the 2 reviews I recorded earlier, and I had to give a certain product a really bad review. I'm not going to say what it was because I'm clickbaiting you with my voice. But other than that, I'm doing outstanding, Matt. What about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a little bit of a busy day, staying busy with a lot of other stuff. I realized that I made a huge mistake in today's episode. I was supposed to be smoking the new Azor cigar flavor, and I was going to mix it with something. And then I started to load my bowl, and I loaded it with what I'm smoking right now. Now I've realized, oh no, I've made the mistake of not doing that thing that I was going to do. So that kind of stinks. But before we get too far into it, you may notice something on the Discord. Yes, I today joined Discord on the Hookah World and am having a really fun time with it. There's some people showing up. I appreciate it so very much. Honestly, I do. But you may notice that there's a like counter on the screen right now, Adrian. Do you see that like counter? I've spruced it up a little bit.
Look at you go.
And
Aren't you adorable?
I've also tried to make chat a little bit more legible as well. So let me know if the like counter looks a little bit better and also the chat looks a little bit better as well, so that these shows will hopefully last a little bit longer after the fact. Because sometimes if I need to edit them or cut them, the chat will get dropped out of it. And you guys, you the audience, the live audience, the chat, you guys are so much important and part of the show that I don't want to alienate because of that or anything. So right now, as you can see, we have the chat there. We have the light goal. What is the light goal all about, Adrian? Do you know what the light goal's there sitting there doing?
Yeah, I got an idea on what the light goal's all about. I hear we're going to be sending someone something.
We are. So here's how it's going to work. We have a light goal sponsor today. The light goal sponsor is Pack Mats. You know them, you love them, you've seen them before. This is something that I thought would be a fun idea based upon how well the light goal got taken care of last week with Frank being our guest. We have a light goal. The goal is 25. If you guys can hit light goal to number 25 on this episode, then we're going to do a random number entry giveaway, and that random number entry giveaway is going to win a pack mat. I want to show you what they look like. I got mine sitting right here. It's a little bit dirty. I've been using it obviously as I'm supposed to, but yeah, they're just this really cool product that you're able to load your bowl on, make a little bit of a mess, and then you can easily clean it up, obviously. Man, we got the whole gang here, by the way. We got Andrew, Naphael, we got Gus, the hookologist. Bracken is here as well. Bracken, of course, of Pack Mat's fame and stuff. He's such a cool member of the community. And then also Bopperman24 is here as well. We just got the whole crew, Adrian. Everybody is showing up, and we're already at 18 likes on this goal, Adrian. Can you believe that? We're already at 18.
I'd say 19.
19?
I'm sitting. So.
Oh my goodness. And also we called the Pac Max light goal today, but I do want to say that this is called the Captain Wetbeard like counter, because it was because of Captain Wetbeard that really made me want to do something like this, because he was always reminding us, make sure to tell everyone to hit that like button and stuff. So I'm just doing my best to give back along with our awesome sponsor with Pack Mats, obviously, and stuff. So we just want to give a huge shout out to Pack Mats. We'll talk about it a little bit more later on as well. We also have another really big giveaway coming up as well, but we're not going to be talking about that so much today. Maybe just dropping little hints and teasers and stuff like that.
Maybe we can say why we're not saying anything to get up more traffic.
That's what I wanted to do as well, actually.
Yeah.
Why don't you take over on that?
Yeah, okay, so we have this big giveaway plan, and we were actually going to announce it like last week or something, but our good buddy, friend of the show, Zach from over at Strictly Shisha, actually has a massive giveaway going where he's giving away like 4 different packages to his viewers. It was for his 5,000 subscriber like benchmark or something like that, and it's a really big giveaway. The giveaway we're doing is, I'm not going to lie, it's comparable, but we don't want to step on his toes, and we're going to launch it basically right after his is wrapped up.
Yes. So there's going to be 2 massive giveaways, which is kind of cool for the hookah community, especially here on YouTube, obviously. But we don't want to step on anyone's toes. And also, everybody needs to go over and head over and subscribe to Strictly Shisha and Zach and stuff like that. I mean, you can let them know that AM Hookah Podcast sent you, but it won't matter because I'm sure you're already subscribed to him anyways, so it doesn't matter. But you can go over there and say, oh, we heard that you're doing this awesome giveaway. We want to be entered into it. It's one of those where you just go to a website. We're already at 21 likes, Adrian. I think I underestimated our fans. I think I underestimated the AM Hookah Smokers right now. I'm hoping that we can give this away today. I really am. But I kind of wanted it to be given away like another day kind of. I thought that'd be kind of cool. But because the way it's going to work is if we don't hit it today, it's just going to keep going until we finally hit the light goal. So we're already at 21. I'm super excited. I'm all jazzed up. I don't even know where to go from here on this week's episode. This is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about mixing it up. We're going to be talking about mixes. We're going to be talking about all sorts of fun stuff when it comes to that. I'm going to be showing off some pictures if I can get it to work correctly. I had some issues with it, so I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. You may notice that we're in this kind of weird, 3-person show, but we only got 2 people here, obviously. So still working out the kinks on that. Apologies. But we're going to be talking about all that fun stuff, obviously. But let's go ahead and ask the question of the show. The question of the show this week is going to be, when you mix, do you like to mix blonde and blonde, dark and dark? Do you do dark and blonde? Do you mix the same brand? Do you mix different brands? Do you have a rule of thumb that you like to always go over? We'll be asking that as well during the calls on the show as well. Something to be thinking about in the back of your mind. Let's go ahead and get into how we do. Oh, what's up, The Pipe Dream? Somebody is here new that I haven't read their name before. Diamond Roberts is here. I've seen him before. Appreciate you coming back. What is this? What is this Pipe Dream person? Who is this? Does anybody know who? Did somebody steal your name, Adrian?
Nah, man. Yeah, probably.
You don't want to give away the full disclosure? Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. All right, cool. Let's get into what we were smoking. Adrian, what are you smoking today? I see that gorgeous, wonderful white matte pear and that beautiful vase, but what do you got going on with that? Is that the ST bowl? Is that what that is?
Oh, you're such a good eye. This is the ST bowl. An outstanding bowl for anyone who wants to pick up a bowl that's a lot different from what you normally have in your normal rotation. Highly recommend the ST bowl. Inside of it, I did do a mix because it's kind of the theme of today's show. We can just talk about mixes infinitely, which is why we default to this a lot. Plus, it's a lot of fun. It's like 90% of the fun of smoking hookah. What I have is Alfaker Double Apple, and it's a layer pack. The bottom layer is Alfaker Double Apple, and then on top, I have it split between Alpha Kama, iced mint, and that's 50% of what's on top. And the other 50% is going to be what the hell is the name of it? The Bengala citrus.
How are you liking that Bengala citrus?
It is a wonderful flavor. It does not kill K Peach. No. I don't know if you can say that. It's not as good, actually. K Peach is still my favorite flavor ever.
Is it anything reminiscent of it?
Yeah, it's definitely got that floral thing going on. It's not the exact same blend of spices, but when you smoke it, you're definitely like, okay, if you like K Peach, you're probably going to be into this. Okay. It's definitely more citrus because K Peach is not a citrus flavor, but though it's very good.
So I noticed on previous episodes, sometimes we're a little bit quiet. Are we quiet today? If we are quiet, please let me know so I can start raising the volumes accordingly. I don't want you guys to have to like really be trying to listen hard to your phone or anything like that, or on the TV or wherever you may be, obviously.
I think Gus did say that a little bit ago.
Oh, did he? Okay. I will try to raise the volumes up just a little bit just to try and get us a little bit more of a boost, see if that helps. Let us know if it is helping or if it's not, just so I know for future reference and stuff.
Sorry, guys. We produce and do the show at the same time, so it's kind of hard to monitor this type of stuff.
Especially because on headphones, like, we sound fine to each other, right? Like, you sound completely fine. I'm controlling my own volume and stuff, so it's hard to tell. We got some pretty good comments already in the chat right now. You could do a optional podcast does that slot for pictures and other silly stuff. I just read that with all a bunch of mixing words around and stuff like that. Bracken did say, yes, quiet TV volume is at 50. Well, we want to break your TV if it's at 50. I'm going to raise this up right now. Oh, that was a little bit loud right there. I cracked somebody's ear.
My ears are bleeding.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's something in the chat. Oh yeah, Bracken said trifecta dirty mint with Alpha Kama passion fruit. Very nice. Peppermint milkshake for me is what Bopperman 24. Bopperman 24, did you buy that? Is someone selling peppermint milkshake? I didn't think that was available yet. I have to know this. Yeah, audio is like from other sources right now. Would blow out my speakers on high. Oh yeah. Anyways, okay. So I'm smoking a mix, probably my default mix right now, Adrian. I can't believe how much I love this, considering I've never been a really big fan of double apple flavors. But the Dubai apple from Azor and the Bermuda mint from Azor, I love these two together. I could smoke this bowl after bowl after bowl. The double apple is so sweet. The mint is so strong. It really is just this fantastic blend of anise and black licorice and mint flavors. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. I'm using my Like Smoke as I always do. I always use my Like Smoke because that's what I got to be smoking with.
We're sitting over here with Russian pipes. Putin's my source.
We're just a Russian hookah podcast at this point in time.
Trivia.
So yeah,
Rasputin.
that's what we're smoking. What are you guys smoking in the chat? Let me know. Let us hear about it. Somebody looks like they're doing AF double apple. Hookah Fiend is doing that right now, which is always really good. I know lots of people love that flavoring so very, very much. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Made an order through Trifecta, and they were nice enough to include a sample. That's the cool thing. If you go to the Trifecta website and order from them, they very often throw in samples of unreleased stuff. Very, very cool, obviously. Capative from the Discord is actually smoking Morange, which is pure, I believe. Is that correct? Pure? Someone correct me.
Morange, yeah, it's a pure flavor. It's actually outstanding.
Okay.
For anyone who's tried it.
And then
Pure doesn't get talked about enough.
Pure itself isn't talked about very often for some reason. I wonder why that. I can honestly say I've only had a handful of flavors. Like, I do not think of it very often when it comes time to purchase tobacco. I don't know why that is. There's just so much on the market for some reason. He's doing a mix with Cane Mint, by the way. What is up, Bilu? He's here right now. My man, Pots and Pans. So nice to see you as always. Trifecta Natural Order with no mix. Oh, Bilu is living on the edge.
Smoke that leather.
Smoke it.
That's good shit.
So let's go ahead and get into some new videos that we've produced or made recently. I have not come out with any new videos, but I want you to take a second and talk about the Hookah Lounge along with your Starbuzz series, if you don't mind giving us the details on that, Adrian. Oh, as you take a drink.
Yeah, that's fine. So the Starbuzz series is something I announced a couple weeks ago, and the first episode just came out yesterday, actually. It's going to be on Irish Peach, and you'll notice that there's no new Starbuzz video on my channel. I released it over on the Hookah Lounge Facebook channel, just because they got a cool thing going over there. They're kind of got a bunch of different creators doing reviews and stuff. You've got Tommy, Derek Moses, a few other guys doing reviews over on that channel. So I thought I would put in to kind of the potluck of reviewers and do my first episode of the Starbuzz series over on the Hookah Lounge. That's going to be the only episode that goes up there, and it will be re-uploaded to my channel in a week. So if you already watched it there, don't bother watching it. I'm just putting it up for continuity's sake. Plus, I make a playlist out of all my series videos. And nothing new out of my channel right now, although in the next 2 days, there's a mini-series being released on Alpha Kama's iced tea flavors. And there is a Cole video being released, and it's a negative review. So the second you see a Cole review drop, it's going to be negative.
Oh, boy. Adrian being negative? I can't believe that's happening. That's not possible.
A couple of negative reviews, but it's been a while.
We also got Dr. Noobsaw just stopped in right now. Hookah Tanner is here as well. Thank you guys so much for showing up. If you did not see, we have a like counter goal going on right now. If that gets reached today, we are going to be doing a random drawing for a Pack Matt's mat. So go ahead and drop those likes right away. And
like the video.
What?
I'm not above begging.
Please like this video, please. Okay, yeah, I just want to give this thing away. It'd be really cool if we did it on this episode. If not, then we're gonna just let it relax and hang out until the next episode, and then we'll give it away then. So whenever you guys are ready to hit that like goal, that's when we'll be giving away that pack of mats. So that'll be really cool. Smash that like button as always. Okay, so I have not produced any new videos. I'm slacking. I apologize. I need to get on that. I have some stuff coming down the pipeline, though. I really do. This right here. This right here, for instance, this is the Azure cigar flavor. I did smoke it.
I gotta get my hands on that shit.
I'm gonna be smoking it some more. It's $11.99 for 50 grams. That's what the price is. I was wrong when I said it before. We have just hit the Pack Mats light goal. We just did it. I don't know why I thought I needed to have 25. I should have put it to 30. That's what I should have done. We are going to be doing a random drawing. Let me pull up a random number generator real quick. Hold on a second. I should have been more prepared for this. Don't know why I wasn't. Random number picker. All right. So we have how many likes? We got 26 likes. This is a US only giveaway. It is going to be a custom made Pack Mats. It's going to have the AM Hookah logo on it as well with the Pack Mats logo as well, I believe. Let's go ahead and get this going. We need a number between, I guess we have what? We have at least 26 people because we have 26 likes right now. So do we want to do a number between 1 and 26? Is that what we're going to be gunning for? Oh, we got 27 now. Why don't we do between 1
and 30 just to be safe?
There you go, 1 and 30. Everybody drop a number between 1 and 30 right now, and we will get this. We'll wait a little while, obviously, and then we will we'll draw the number. Keem has 8 already. Let's see what we got.
Ooh, while you're riffing, Hookah Fiend, you just ordered some superior coconut coals in the green box. You hope they aren't as bad as people say they are. There's mixed reviews from people. I'm one of the people on the side that I don't think they're very good. I will say that at the Chicago Hookah Meetup, we really used almost strictly green box superior coconut coals and red box. And for the purposes of that meetup, because they do burn for a while, it was very good. I just used one more coal than I normally use. So there is a scent when you burn them, and they do ash like crazy. But if you're not a super hot smoker, you might actually like them. And this is coming from someone who won't review them because it's going to be probably a biased negative review. And I don't like to drop those if I can avoid it.
I like the red box. I like the green box for Tangiers. I haven't had the green box in a long time. To be completely transparent and honest, I probably will never buy the green box again. The red box I thought was very good. I've enjoyed the boxes that I've had of them. For me though, like I'm somebody that finds a coal, sticks with that coal. I like Prestige a ton, so that's what I stick with. But I do honestly believe that the red box was a very good coal. I don't think you'd go wrong by getting yourself some red box coals or anything like that. The green box, like you said, they just burn a little bit cooler because of the amount of ash content that they create, and they do smell. They definitely do have a scent to them, obviously. So, do you think we have everybody's number in here, Adrian? Does it look like you think we do?
Y'all got 2 more minutes to get your numbers in.
Okay, what do you want to talk about for 2 more minutes, Adrian? Let's hear about your life. What's been going on? Who is this pipe dream person that keeps coming in?
Some guy jacked my name. I don't know what his deal is.
We need to
he jacked my logo too.
Oh, we need to find this person and tell them to knock it off. Hey, I already picked 12. Yes, if you already have a number that's already been picked previously to you, the person that picked it previously is going to be the winner. So make sure you're not accidentally picking numbers that have already been picked. Be careful about that. Adrian, how have you been liking your pack mats? You have one.
Beautiful. The nice thing about the pack mats, and I did release a video on it, beyond all of the nice aesthetics and the collectability and how easy they are to transport, and they're very cost effective for what you're buying, and it's a nice product that you can purchase and support the community. That's all great, but getting down to brass tacks and how useful are they, take up any space. They're very flat, and my favorite thing is the surface. The texture on the surface is like half matte, half gloss, and it's very easy to manipulate your tobacco leaves when you're packing a bowl. It's perfect for mixing. I love it.
Very nice. I'm going to try and grab something. I think we got all our numbers right now. We're doing it from 1 to 30. Let me see if I can. Why don't you riff for just another minute, and I will try to get the number generator in the shot so that they can tell I'm not pulling anybody's leg or nothing.
Yeah, so Matt is going to key up our number generator, and we have rigged it. So we already know who's going to win. We're controlling the outcome of this giveaway. We've been doing that since day one, actually.
Knock it off. Somebody is going to have a problem. Somebody's going to believe you. Stop it.
I'm lying.
Adrian finally comes clean. All right, so I have it in shot right now. The number 3 is just in there because it's automatically in there. As you can see, the minimum number is 1. The top number is 30, as we said that we were going to do. Adrian, our chat, I'm going to ask you and see what the first thing I see pop up. Should I hit it 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times? Chat, you're the ones who's going to answer this. Whoever answers it first, let me know. 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. What's it going to be? You let me know right now, and that's what we'll decide to do. We're going to have to do a much larger light goal next time because I'm so impressed with how well you guys did. This is absolutely awesome. Obviously, all the support should be going to etsy.packmats.com. The link is going to be in the description below so you guys can pick yourself up one as well. If the person that owns Pack Mats is in the audience today, please do me a favor. Oh, we even got a custom... Oh, yes, I do like this a ton. Can I show this off? We just got what it's going to... One time.
While you're doing that, I will say that if you don't win this giveaway and you really want a pack mat, go over to Etsy and use the coupon code PIPEDREAM to get 10% off of your order. I do have a coupon code over there. 10% actually kind of a decent number considering these are not expensive for what you're getting. Like, I use ceramic bowls and stuff, and I've paid a lot of money for those. This is probably the cheapest thing that I've ever bought for the purpose of mixing and blending tobacco, and it's my favorite one. So support him if you really want one and you don't win.
Oh yeah, support the community for sure. Okay, so we're gonna do it 1 time. We're just gonna do it 1 time. Is all we're gonna do. I got the. Let me grab this real quick. I got the link right now that I'm gonna drop in the chat so everyone can also see it immediately. I just gotta scroll down.
Do it nice and slow so we can see the. No, we're doing it 1 time. Damn. I was hoping it would be 3 so we could do it once and then let it sit in the number and go like, sorry, number 13.
Yeah.
And hit it again. That would be very funny.
And this is going to happen immediately too. It doesn't do like a cool like dramatic effect or anything like that. So it's going to happen right away. Okay, so here we go. We're going to hit it one time and we're going to see who the winner is, and then we're going to go through and check who the numbers are, obviously. Be ready to check those numbers out. And the winning number is going to be, drum roll please, Adrian. 2.
2.
So
Pipe Dream. The Pipe Dream is actually the winner.
No, he doesn't count it. Did somebody else do 2? Did somebody else pick 2?
Let's find out. I don't want to give it to this asshole anyway. Let me see here. So far, I think Dwayne Salter.
I think so.
He picked 2. Let's see, make sure we can't find another one.
Dwayne, I think you're the winner. It looks like it. Is that correct?
I'm checking. All in the teens. We got a 5, 17, 7, 12, 8, 27, 26. Liked. We're all talking about the likes. No, it's Dwayne Salter.
Awesome. Dwayne, you are the winner of a custom pack mats. I'm going to get it on the screen actually real quick to show you what it is that it's going to look like. We were lucky enough to get the image right away because the person that does these is fantastic and does awesome stuff like that. So let me add this to our showcase real quick. Okay, let me see.
Drum roll or Chewbacca?
A little bit of maybe a little bit of Rush from wrestling, right?
From what?
What a Rush. The God dang, who are those wrestlers? Those wrestlers that have the stuff. The Road Warriors. That's what I'm thinking of. Get back here, Adrian. Get back here.
We don't talk about wrestling on the AM Hookah Podcast.
So you say. Okay, here it is. This is what the winner is going to receive. This is really cool. It says custom text here, AM Hookah, and then Pack Max on the 2 middle parts, or on the 2 bottom parts, AM Hookah on the middle part of it. Custom text here. That's pretty cool looking. That is very, very fantastic. Congratulations, Dwayne, again. Absolutely awesome. Got my dad to watch. LOL. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for smashing that like goal within the first half hour, or probably the first 20 minutes. I didn't even notice the time.
Yeah. Someone said 25 likes in 25 minutes. You were exactly right.
That's awesome. That was fantastic, guys. Honestly, we're going to have to get this up there a little bit more for the next like goal because you guys will demolish what we ask you, and I can't tell you enough how appreciative we are of that, obviously. So congratulations. This is what it's going to look like.
Captain Whitbeard.
Yes.
That's the first time someone's asked me to keep going and not to stop, so thank you.
All right, let's get back into the show as we normally do. Man, this has been a fantastic thing already. Okay, let me get rid of this picture. There we go. Okay, Adrian, we're going to talk about just a little bit of hookah news. We already talked about the big giveaway from Zach, and then also we talked that we're going to be having one as well. It's going to be very, very big and awesome once we do it. It's going to be another couple weeks before we talk about it so that Zach's can get completely out of the way. Go to Strictly Shisha and find out about his awesome giveaway. Lots of really cool sponsors in that. And then I wanted to ask you, though, Adrian, Hookah John recently has been doing a ton of sales. Lots of stuff are going on discount over there, which has been really cool. Not just discount.
The Provost. Have you seen the price on the Provost?
$15.99.
Get 20 of them.
Yeah. My goodness. And then he also brought in some new product. Have you seen the Work Bun hookahs? What do you think about these?
I think that they probably do not perform as well as what we are using today. I'm going to say that right off the bat just by looking at them, engaging their size, the materials used. It's definitely still a luxury item. I absolutely am probably most likely going to buy one.
I think they look fantastic.
It's mostly a novelty item, I would think. I think it probably performs pretty well, like well enough to have a session, no problem. Like, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, judging by the materials used and the height and what I'm guessing is the gauge of the downstem, I would say that it probably isn't going to perform as well as your B2s or your matte pairs or your Prometheus or whatever it is that you use. But I could be wrong. This is all speculation.
I think it's going to be an awesome performing hookah just from the way that it looks at it. I'm going purely off just loving the aesthetics of it. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And I just think it has that really cool blend between like traditional, it's almost like village-like in a lot of ways. Like it's like what somebody would have built out of just like a bunch of mud that they had available to them and a bamboo stick. Like yeah. I just love the way these things look. I think they're fantastic. They're $300+. They're definitely pricey. They are a luxury item completely. I agree. But I thought it'd be cool. Have any of you guys in the chat seen these hookahs? What are your guys' opinion on them? Do you want one? Do you think they're cool? Let me know your guys' opinion. I think that they look really, really cool at least.
Yeah, Verkbund also they make a few products. They make forged pokers and tongs. And both of these items, I don't own any, but I've put my hands on tons of them between the Chicago Hookah Meetup and a few people that live in my area. And these are awesome tongs and pokers. And you can tell that there's a lot of quality put into these. These are not just made with some crappy material or anything. They're forged. So I'm imagining they're putting the same amount of effort and love into the hookahs as well.
Okay, let's see. Wait, what? Oh, snap. Going to be copying a Provost right now is what Belu just said. Awesome. Provost Titan XL is what Diamond just said. Good old Mud Hookah. Exactly, Big Vinny. Thank you so much for joining us today. Haven't seen your name before. If you're new, thank you for showing up. Yeah, the good old Mud Hookah. Everybody needs to have a good old Mud Hookah in their life at least once. That's dope, Adrian. Try obbling me? I don't know. What is he saying?
It means thank you for obliging me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I think that's all we got to say for the work bun. So let's
And
go
you're
ahead.
welcome.
Huh?
Oh, he's just welcome. I'm not talking to you, Matthew.
Oh, okay.
Talking to Captain Wetbeard.
Let's get into the topic. We are going to be talking about mixes, lots of mixing stuff. We're going to show off some pictures. Actually, I got a couple from Eddie, big supporter of the show. We appreciate him, obviously. If you posted some pictures in the AM Hookah page or group, and then a couple other random places as well, I'm going to be showing off those right now. The first one that we have is from Eddie. This is a mixture. I don't have, gosh dang it. It was a trifecta. I believe this is lychee and dirty mint. I'm not sure what it is. It's obviously 2 dark leaf tobaccos in a beautiful stone bowl. Just had to show this off. Obviously, it just looks fantastic. I don't know. I think it's pretty stunning looking. What do you think, Adrian? Are you a fan of mixing trifecta together?
Absolutely. And look at that. Look at that pack.
Yeah.
You can tell whoever made that bowl knows what the hell they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
That looks, I'm going to smoke that. I'm so mad because my sessions have been subpar today because I'm using a subpar coal and I'm out of my good stuff. So I'm like,
You're just jealous of everybody.
I'm jealous of everyone who has any coal that's better than mine. My whole setup's amazing. This is killing it for me.
All right, we got another one from Eddie as well. This is this one. I gotta exit out of this. I don't want to show his chat with me. Hold on a second. Let me close this. Let me close this so I can get the proper name of what this is. This is going to be Ventura Peach and a pinch of Earl Grey is what this picture is going to be that I'm about to show right about now. It's going to be coming up right now. This is Ventura Peach trifecta as well, and Earl Grey all inside of one beautiful stone bowl. Again, the Renaissance stone bowl, absolutely fantastic looking. I can tell you're just like eagerly waiting for what this is going to look like. How about you guys in the chat? What is some mixes that you guys like to do in the chat? Let's hear about some interesting mixes when it comes to maybe some blonde and dark leaf. Adrian, is there any blonde, dark leaf tobaccos that you really like to mix together or that you notice perform really well together? You've been doing a lot of Starbuzz recently. Is there any Starbuzz mixes that you like to mix around? I know vintage.
No, because I don't like Starbuzz. Well, vintage is different.
Yeah.
That's a whole different. Actually, I've got a really good vintage mix in a second. I'll tell you. Starbuzz Blonde. The mixes are all great if you like Starbuzz. I am the first to say that the Starbuzz series is very difficult for me because when covering the regular line and the bold line from Starbuzz, I don't think there's a single flavor I actually would buy for myself. It's mostly a labor of most people smoke Starbuzz, and I would like to get the information out because none of the Starbuzz reviews out right now are current whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
They're all from like 6-7 years ago, so I wanted to kind of do a redux on that. But, and that, I'm not saying don't buy Starbuzz Blonde. I'm saying if you're an experienced smoker, it's probably not going to fulfill you the way something like Trifecta Dark or Tangier as well. But as far as mixing, Starbuzz Vintage is a good tobacco. And one of the mixes I have, the Starbuzz Vintage that I'm playing with right now, is the orange chocolate at about a third with some cane mint, and then I put in Alfacher blueberry mint. And that is a good mix. And to get it to perform correctly, you need to mix all the tobacco first. You can't do like a segmented pack like you can with some brands.
I love, let me see if I can get this in frame. Okay, it's kind of messed up. What?
Zach's here.
Oh, hey, what's up, Zach? We were just pimping your channel a little bit. I know you don't need our helps, but we were telling everyone to go and check out your awesome giveaway that you're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a giveaway directly after your giveaway, but we want to make sure to push everyone towards you because you have an amazing giveaway in store for lots of people. Thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate it, as always. This right here is submitted from one of the people in our Facebook group. This is White Peach and Lemon Muffin from Azor. winter peach, not white peach, winter peach, which I love the winter series, mixed with lemon muffin. You're a fan of lemon muffin, are you not, Adrian?
One of the best blonde flavors out. I've never tried it. I tried it once in the dark, but that was back when it was performing weird. And I don't know if Azure got better or we all just figured out how to pack dark leaf Azure. But I didn't like it so much in the dark leaf. It's probably good now that I know how to pack it. But the blonde leaf is like straight up one of the best blonde leaf tobaccos I've ever had.
I've been enjoying the dark leaf quite a bit. I actually got quite a few flavors that I've been smoking, including the ultraviolet and the mango, which is very, very good stuff. The mango is super, super good. I've been a big fan of it. I also like Lady Liberty. I mixed that with all sorts of things that I was smoking with. I like mixing Azure dark with the blonde line of their stuff. I love throwing in a little bit of the Bermuda mint with whatever I'm smoking, just because it's such a good tasting, strong mint flavor. It just adds a lot of really cool complexity to it. At Big Vinny, the vintage line is more of a darker, unwashed tobacco. It has a better buzz and doesn't taste like chemicals, unlike their standard Starbuzz line. You were commenting on that in your last video, actually, Adrian, that you feel like Starbuzz has a certain taste to it, correct?
Yeah, so you saw that, the Irish Peach video?
Yeah.
Again, for anyone who watches that, there's this cut at the end where I try to wrap it up twice, and that's an artifact from me saving the file and then exporting the last save file. Very bad. But yeah, there is this taste that goes with Starbuzz, and it's not a chemical taste. It's actually kind of a bright flavor, but you know you're smoking Starbuzz when you pack Starbuzz. It's kind of this bright, almost too candied, little fruity. I'm not into it. I know a lot of people are, so I'm not hating if you smoke Starbuzz. It's just not for me.
That is the damn truth for sure. Strictly Shisha says I'm smoking Azura cigar right now. That is what I was supposed to be smoking, Zach, but I was an idiot and forgot to pack it because that's who I am.
I need to buy some of that. I haven't done that yet.
It is very, very good stuff. How are you liking it, Zach? If you could like very quickly type out your first impressions and thoughts of it, let us know what you think, man. Always appreciate what you think about stuff. Trying to get to the next mix that I have to show off, but I'm losing where I'm at, sadly. If you could vamp for just a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. While he's getting that in, we are going to be doing a little bit of a conversation after this, and you guys can feel free to chime in. But some of the topics we're going to be talking about amongst ourselves are how we like to mix. We were just talking about blonde and dark brands. Single note versus premix is a topic we're going to be talking about candidly ourselves. So if you guys want to drop anything in the comments about that as well, that's just fine. And then also, real quick, if you could let us know why even bother mixing when there's all these sweet pre-mixed flavors that you could buy. Most Alfaka flavors have the same flavor with mint. A lot of different brands release like cocktail flavors of different flavors that are in that flavor. I feel like I just said flavors 90 times in a row and it's lost its meaning for me.
What is that?
My roommate not understanding how to balance a washing machine. I'll have to go take care of that in a minute.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I gotta go take care of that now.
Okay,
That's so bad.
That's fine.
That's so bad for our equipment. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna talk about a mix that somebody dropped in one of the Facebook comments. This is from Cars. If you did not know, he does this really cool channel. I think it's just his name actually on YouTube. He does these things called Shisha Saturdays. He's from the Philippines and he does some really, really cool videos. He said Paradise Pineapple, Pacific Cantaloupe, and Alpha Kama Watermelon and Dirty Mint. That is a massive mix. That sounds very, very good. And that is some blonde with the Alpha Gamma. That's some dark leaf with the Paradise and Pacific Cantaloupe, and also the Dirty Mint. So some really cool stuff in there for sure. Let's see. Strictly Shisha just said, I don't think I like it. The Azure Dark is even a tad strong for me, but it's very smooth and a great natural tobacco flavor. Good longevity, though I thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, I didn't think I would like it. My apologies for not being able to read. Fluffed it, no heating issues at all. I also kind of went with just a normal pack for the most part because it was kind of a heavier tobacco. I noticed that it didn't really taste like dark chocolate, but it more tasted like a cocoa. If anybody is used to smoking cigars, they may be very familiar with this. My only thing that I have to say about it is if you already smoke cigars, you're probably not going to move over to this to start smoking your cigar tobacco, but it is very good, and I can't wait to smoke some more of it, give a full review of it, obviously. I'm trying to save it, produce a really good video for it, obviously. So,
by the way,
yes.
Now that I've been gone, I'm cutting you off completely. There is a package on its way to you, Matthew, and I would like to cover this topic on the next episode. And I feel like we can kind of tease it a little bit here.
Okay.
If you'd like to, but I've got some frigate coming your way,
Oh,
which is something a lot of people have been talking about.
Yes.
So you should receive it on Thursday. So I want you to smoke it, both dry and with the juice that I sent you, and let me know what you think.
Okay.
Also, I sent you some Al Waha flavors that I had laying around because I don't want them, and I know you like that shit.
I don't mind it all. I'll take whatever tobacco I can get, even though right now I have so much tobacco. It's not even funny, honestly.
I need to do a dump. I need to do a dump so bad. I've got so much tobacco that I thought I would like that I bought. I didn't. I just have it.
Yeah. I know that feeling. I know that feeling exactly. Let's see. So we didn't get as many mixes as I was wanting, obviously. So we're just going to move away from that right now. And we're going to jump into some of our topics that we have just because I think it'll be easier to do. So let's go ahead and talk about single note versus pre-mixes because I thought that'd be kind of a fun topic, obviously. Adrian, what is your stance on single notes or pre-mixes or mixing pre-mixes with pre-mixes? How do you like to mix your tobacco when you do?
Typically when I mix, I'll do multiple single notes mixed together. Not always, but that's my go-to. As far as like brands that make tobaccos that are pre-mixed flavors, other than like fruit and mint, which is very common, I almost prefer to stay away from those flavors. This isn't always the case. There's some trifecta dark flavors that are kind of mixed up that I really enjoy, because you get a profile that you can't get anywhere else from those flavors. But I actually buy single note flavors with the intention of mixing them. That's the way I usually handle mixing.
Okay. I agree. I think that a lot of times when I get a single note flavor, my first thought that comes through my mind is like, what am I going to mix this with? Or what do I want to mix this with? You know, I smoke it by itself because it has to stand on its own. And if it stands on its own, it's going to be a better flavor to mix with in general anyways, in my opinion. For me, the only like exception to that is something like trifecta lime, which is like a really, really, really good lime flavor. But like, I don't like it on its own at all. So I love to mix that flavor. By the way, the flavor, Captain Wetbeard, he said, you mentioned a flavor called Ultraviolet. What brand is that? That brand is Azure Dark Leaf is what I have the Ultraviolet in. Smelling it, it's very reminiscent of something almost like a Static Starlight. I want to say it's like a strong grape juice with a lavender or some sort of floral note in there. I could be...
It's like a red grape, though.
Oh, is it?
Static Starlight's a red grape.
Oh, Static Starlight, yes. I think this is like a purple grape. This reminds me of like a Concord grape or like a grape juice in a lot of ways. So that's what I think it is. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Haven't tried it too much. Just I mixed it recently, and that was about it, honestly. When it comes to pre-mixed stuff, it's always kind of weird to like take like a big pre-mixed flavor. Like I'm trying to think of some names, like Lady Liberty. Well, Lady Liberty is a single note with an odd name. Let me think of something. Bunch of Fruits from Haze. That's a good one. Bunch of Fruits from Haze is a mixed flavor, right? It's a fruit cocktail flavor. I don't really like to smoke that one alone, right? So like I will mix that with other things, even if it's another pre-mixed flavor of some kind. I prefer that one with other flavors because I think it rounds it out a little bit. Another one that reminds me of that was the Alamir. It was called something Tropical Splash, I think is what it was. And I mixed that one with an orange flavor to help bring out more of those tropical flavors with it. So I think mixing is such a good thing to do. So it comes to the next question of like, why mix, Adrian? Why do you enjoy mixing flavors in general?
It's pretty, it seems really basic, but just the ability to customize your session to your liking is a big part of why hookah is so cool. It's a big hedge that hookah has over something like vaping, for me at least. I got a few buddies that vape, and it's enjoyable, but all the vape juice has like the same flavor and yada yada yada. With hookah, you can get like the Triforce, like one of the most legendary mixes in the history of mixes.
Yes.
For any of you who don't know about it, go make this. It's just a third grapefruit, a third blueberry, and a third mint. Typically, you do this with alfalfa. I found that it works very well with alpha kama. And you can also get it to work pretty well with Nazaya, although you're not going to get as much burn time out of it. But something like that, actually, Ugly has a premix called the Triforce that is very good. But the fact that they're just catching up to that is weird to me, because I feel like a lot of people have mixes that they kind of default to. And I don't know that a bunch of brands releasing that mix is necessarily the best thing, because it's all about customizability. If I want to make the Triforce, originally it's supposed to be a third, a third, a third. I actually wind up going in closer to fifths, leaning very heavily on the grapefruit. So,
which is always nice. You can re-customize these mixes to something that you enjoy even more if you like having a taste above another taste. Captivate just had a really good question in the chat. He says, do you guys mix by blending or by separating it into departments? I kind of do both. I mean, honestly, it depends on how I feel, how lazy I am in a lot of ways. Like, I'll just throw it all in there and just kind of mix it around with my poker if I really want to. Or I'll throw it into a bowl and I'll mix it all together and then repack it. What do you prefer?
Throw it on your pack mat. That's what I do. I am like you in that I change it up, but I don't do it out of motivation or lack thereof. I feel like when you pack flavors, like you're doing 3 flavors, and then you segment them in your bowl and don't mix them, I feel like that has a different flavor profile than if you mix them all together and then foil it and put your heat on. For me, you can pick out individual flavors a lot better when you mix it in a segmented way. And then when you mix it all together, it always comes up with this kind of a cocktail flavor where it's harder to pick the individual notes out. Sometimes this is a good thing, especially when you're mixing brands that don't have the same packing characteristic, like Tangiers and Alfacher. Typically, unless you're using a very small amount of Alfacher, you don't want to dense pack it. But for the most part, I will be very selective. Like it's very much intentional whether I mix it beforehand or I just segment it.
Okay. Zach from Strictly Shisha just says, I always blend. That's his preferred way of doing it. Normally, I mix it first, then I pack it. I'll pack it, and then I'll mix it, and then I'll repack it. That's what I will do a lot of times. Not all the time, depending on how I'm feeling, more or less, honestly. There was just something that I was just thinking of, and now Alpha Gamma. So, Bilu just said, best Alpha Gamma flavor, guys. I'm copping right now. Like I said, Hookah John's having a ton of sales, and one of those sales is actually on Alpha Gamma. So if you're looking to pick yourself up somehow, head over there and take advantage of that. The passion fruit is all gone, just to pre-warn you, because that's what I was going to say. The best flavor from Alpha Gamma is probably the passion fruit, and that one is all gone. Another great one is the passion fruit mango freeze.
Mango freeze. Do they have that in stock?
I do not know about that one. I just know the passion
if they
fruit
have
sold out
passion
right away.
fruit mango freeze, which is a hot flavor right now, pick that up. It's one of the best Alpha Gamma flavors out. And if you can't, if you have any of the iced tea flavors in stock, I'd recommend all of them.
Yes.
And then if you can't find any of those, try some of the new ice flavors. One of the ones that really sticks out to me is lemon mint ice.
Yes, very good. Very, very, yeah, that one is fantastic. I like the ice mint a whole lot. I like the guava a ton. Mountain breeze is really good. The grapefruit mint is also very good.
They make a stellar orange mint too.
I haven't tried it, but I keep hearing good things about it.
There's like Alfachers, but better.
If anybody inside the chat also has some other flavor ideas, please let
Badia
us
is
know.
here.
Badia, what is up?
Because we're talking about Alpha Gamma.
And he shows up. His favorite flavors are the lemon mint mixed with guava. Those are two of his favorite flavors. He's the one that got me on that train for sure. But what are some other flavors that you would recommend, Mr. Badia? Badia is actually the CEO of the Alpha Gamma USA. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. I would assume it'd be okay. I think everyone knows that, right? Right?
It's common information. If he's trying to hide it, it's out of the bag now.
It's out of the bag.
Yeah.
Lemon mint, guava, I know, are two of his absolute favorite flavors. There's tons of good stuff. The slush line has been really good. I have the dulce de leche. Spicy latte is actually really good. Spicy latte mixed with the iced cinnamon is the gum iced cinnamon, I think is what it's called, is a really good mix actually. It's very interesting. It adds a lot of complexity to it, and I really enjoyed that bowl that I smoked with it. It was very, very good. Freeze Sky Melon, that's another really favorite one that a lot of people like. It's a very strong melon flavor. The slush flavors, as we were saying as well. Tangerine slush, I know, is something that a lot of people are liking. But yeah,
the slush flavors are outstanding. They've got a lot of cool lines out right now that are all very good. I don't think I've actually picked up an Alpha Gamma flavor and went, this isn't very good. Yeah. So I almost don't know if you can go wrong. But if you're trying to ride the hype of some new products, go slush or iced. I think those are just all very good. Iced tea flavors are good too, but I don't know if he has those in stock or not.
Yeah. So Adrian, going back to our topic on hand, I want to ask you, is there any flavors that you do not mix? Is there anything that you're not a fan of mixing at all? Like when you smoke it alone, and that's like a rule of thumb.
I don't know that I have any flavors that I will not mix. Lemon mint comes to mind, but I will mix it on a very, very rare occasion. And it's usually just to add more mint, so I don't even know if you can call it a mix.
Yeah, mint is not a mix. When it's just
now, if we're talking about mint not being a mix, hold for today because I tried a different mix today. Double apple is something I keep other things out of for the most part. Double apple is the most pure, beautiful thing in my life, and I don't want to taint it with anything. It's one of my favorite flavors. It's not my favorite, but it's probably the most like nostalgic flavor I smoke. And it's like, you know how sometimes you eat a food, like a comfort food? Yeah. This is my comfort shisha.
What's your favorite double apple flavor? What is the #1 double apple for you?
It's so hard. Alfachers is so good. Knocklis is really good. Manzanas from over at Trifecta Darkleaf is very, very good. And I actually really enjoyed the Midnight Apple Orchard from Tangiers, even though that's not necessarily a true double apple flavor. But if I had to say my favorite double apple flavor, it would be the one that doesn't exist, which is half Nakla, half Alfacher.
Half Nakla,
because
half
The alfalfa is very saturated, and you get massive clouds, and it's delicious. But the nakla is very natural, and you get that earthy flavor. So when you mix them, it's kind of a best of both worlds situation.
That sounds very nice. We're going to start taking calls here in just a minute because I just realized what the time was. But before we do that, I did want to say that when it comes to not mixing stuff, I've actually leaned towards this recently. I don't really like to mix my Tangiers flavors all that much. I really like... Yeah, which has been a different take for me. It's something that's happened over time. Like the guava, which is one of my favorite flavors from Tangiers. Whenever I mix it, I'm always wishing that I could taste more of the guava. Or if I mix the pink grapefruit, I always wish, I wish I could taste more of the pink grapefruit. I really like those flavors on their own, and I really enjoy smoking them by themselves. There's like a few exceptions, though. Guava and papaya sherbet. What is it? I don't know. Sorbet. I like mixing those two. Those are really good to mix. But for the most part, man, I've really enjoyed smoking Tangiers by itself in a lot of ways. Like, I miss the taste that Tangiers gives me when I'm just smoking a single note flavor from Tangiers. So that's what I've been doing as of recent. Before we get into the first phone call, though, I do want to ask you about the mint flavor. What do you consider mint to be a mixed flavor? Because that's like the cop-out, I feel, kind of. What do you think?
You're going to have to repeat that question. I was just reading Captain Wetbeard's latest comment.
What do you say?
And I actually knew that. Fun fact about the term rule of thumb. It was antiquated standard. It was an antiquated standard. I think that's how you pronounce that word. For how large your wife beating stick was allowed to be. A man may beat his wife with a stick no wider than his thumb. Now, I mean, that's awful. But also, I'm glad they at least had reservations on how large your beating stick could be back in the day. Silver linings.
Oh my god. Okay, moving on.
Don't beat your wife.
Yeah, moving on. Mint. Mint is the cop-out. That's the thing that people like to mix in anything and then say that this is a mixed flavor. Do you believe that mint is a mixing flavor, or is mint just something that has become a standard? What's your opinion?
Flavor. I feel like there's certain flavors that are meant for mixing. Right now, there's two big ones for me, and that's mint. And this is an exclusive, but it's Tangier Sour. Those, to me, when you mix them into stuff, it's not necessarily like a true-to-life mix. It's just like, I want this to be cold, or, hey, I want this to be sour.
Okay.
But you're still putting all of the highlight on the featured flavor.
LOL, I do not use that term rule of thumb after learning that. I will never use that term either, it turns out. I think that's a terrible thing to do. Don't use that term. We have the call line open right now. You can give us a phone call, 319-527-3235. Give us a call. We'll ask you some questions, see if you want to ask us some questions. Adrian, I've noticed that whenever we do calls, I talk a lot more than you do, which is my apology, as always, because that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes, not always, though, right? I mean, not always. Maybe.
No, but I'm fine with that. It's really hard with call-ins because then there's three people.
Mm-hmm.
And you usually had the show anyway, so I don't really mind that. But I try to chime in when I can.
I was gonna say maybe you could ask the question. Like when we get them on the line, I'll do the rigmarole of saying hello, how's it going? Ask them who they are, and then you can ask them like today. The question of the show is how do you like to mix? Do you do blonde and blonde, dark and dark, dark and blonde, same blonde, different brand, whatever the case may be? But maybe you could ask that. That way we can make sure to keep us both included. What are your thoughts?
I like to talk.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. And with that being said, we have our very first caller right now. Area code 408. Who is this area code 408?
Now, let me be clear. It is the President of these United States.
Oh, goodness.
Forget you, Isaac. Hi, guys. It's your friendly neighborhood hookahologist here.
Oh, my God.
What's going on, boss?
We're having a takeover. We're having a takeover, Tommy. How you doing, man? How you doing today? What is going on?
Well, I'm having a good weekend, week overall. Matt, remember how we said we got to 10 cars? Well, I'm at 9, so we're close.
Oh, nice. You can do this. I believe in you. He works at a car dealership, and if he sells 10 cars, he gets a Lamborghini. Wasn't that correct?
No, if I get 10 cars, that means I buy me a Matt Pear.
Buying him a Matt Pear. That's exciting. Get that. You know what? 9's good enough, right? Right, Adrian? Is 9 good enough?
I just say get the Matt Pear, buddy. These things are awesome. This is my favorite.
I just bought a new car this weekend, so it's either Matt Pear if I don't get the 10, or I stay at 9 and just pay my car payment. It's one of the two.
Very nice. Well, thank you for calling. We appreciate it as always. Adrian has a question for you.
All right, Matt's letting me talk, which is a new experience. I'm sorry if I trip over these words. But Tommy, when you mix, do you mix blonde and blonde, dark and dark, same brand? How do you like to mix? What do you usually do? Do you have a, I'm not going to say the thing again, but do you have a rule?
So I usually mix blonde and blonde. When I had the Fallen Dragon, I was mixing blonde and dark. And this is 2018, guys. We need to stop segregating Sisha and bring them together.
What are
That
we
is
doing?
my
What are
answer.
we doing? I don't even know what's happening with the show anymore. Very nice. Do you have a question for us, Tommy?
I've been tuning in and out because I'm cooking dinner and listening at the same time. So you guys mix. What is your number one favorite mix?
Number
Of
one
all
favorite mix. That's always a good question, obviously. That's why we're doing the entire show around mixing. We'll answer it off of the air. Thank you so much for calling, Tommy. Appreciate it.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye. All right, so
You want me to answer first? I can answer first if you want.
what?
You want me to answer first? I can answer first.
Yeah, you can answer first. Go right ahead.
It's K Peach Cane, guys.
K Peach Cane. There we go. You're gonna hear that a lot, I think, from a lot of people. Obviously, I'll say.
No, it's Paul. Paul's in the chat. What's up, Paul?
Hey, how's it going, Eddie? Thank you so much for showing up. We just showed off. We just showed up. We showed off your mixes and your bowls earlier. They were stunning and beautiful. It made us very, very jealous. By the way, Big Vinny just said citrus mint. Have you ever drank orange juice after brushing your teeth? How could you ever like that? It's not the same, Big Vinny.
It's not the same.
it's
Okay,
not.
so when you brush your teeth, there's a chemical that they use in toothpaste, and it's not the flavor of the toothpaste. It's this thing it does to your mouth. It's not just OJ. There's a lot of things you can't consume and enjoy it after you've brushed your teeth. Okay, there's none of that in mint. It's not the same thing. Orange mint is a delicious flavor profile. Big Vinny, stop it.
We're
Also, thank you for watching, Big Vinny. We really appreciate you coming by.
We're going too hard. We're going too hard right now. Okay, so I fluctuate on my mixes all the time. I really do. It's hard to really say that one is my absolute favorite. I'll say that right now, my absolute favorite mix, though, is what I'm smoking right now, which is the Dubai Apple and Bermuda Mint. That thing is just so good. I can't get enough of it. It's a standby for me. It's exactly what I want to smoke at all times. The other one that was before this was Static Starlight from Tangiers mixed with Enigma from Trifecta. That is a killer mix. I love every second of it. It's really, really good, obviously. Something that I've been really enjoying. If you guys want to make a phone call, please give us a call right now. 319-527-3235 is how you can reach us. Get on the line, and we'll talk to you for a little bit. But while we're waiting, Adrian, what do you have going on? We just got a call, actually, so don't even worry about that anymore. We're not gonna vamp anymore. Area code 256. Who is this area code 256?
My main man.
Oh,
Pots and pans. What's good, man?
What is up, B. Lou? How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. Just over here smoking this trifecta. Y'all call it leather, but I love this flavor, man. It's whatever the name of it, cowboy leather, whatever it is. Natural order.
Yeah, natural order. I haven't tried it. I saw the
Oh,
review.
you gotta try it. It's so good.
I saw the review from Zach from Strictly Shisha, and he made it sound so delicious. I definitely want to pick it up. I love the Enigma flavor, which is another, herbal-y flavor and stuff like that. So I definitely think that a sage flavor sounds really good. I think that'd be bomb. So I definitely want to check it out as well. Adrian has a question for you, though.
All right, buddy.
Yeah,
I
I
have
just want
a
to
quick
say
question.
it fits well with the. I just want to tell you it fits well with the we're playing through Red Dead Redemption 2. But go ahead.
Oh, hell yeah. Now that's a game we can talk about. But I do have a question. Also, did you delete everything else from your PS4 to fit it on there? But when you mix, do you mix blonde and blonde, dark and dark? Do you cross brand? What do you like to do when you're mixing your tobacco? Do you have a preference? Do you care?
Yeah, I don't really have a preference per se, but I know you said that mint don't matter, but I think that I mix Bermuda mint from Azure with pretty much everything. So, but I just like the flavor of it. But I'll mix.
Somehow
I know what two of them are.
Somehow I muted us. I don't know how I did that. I'm not sure when people stopped being able to hear us. I apologize for that. That's obviously the technical difficulties that happens not very often on the AM Hookah Podcast, obviously. Just sometimes. But could you repeat your question again, Bilu?
Uh-oh, Bilu, you still there? We've lost Bilu
Sure.
in all this.
That's fine. I remember the question.
Yeah. Go ahead and repeat it if you could.
Bilu asked, there's a lot of brands that do this, but when you're looking at flavors from a brand like, say, Alpha Kama, sometimes the flavor names don't really accurately describe what the flavor is. The three examples he asked about were Pan, the Rarest, and Amor, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what Amor is, but I do know what Pan is. Pan is a very popular Indian blend of spices. Typically, it's used as like an after meal. I think you chew on it, and it's just for flavor. I think it kind of maybe cleanses the palate. I've never done it myself, but that's what that flavor is, and it's very strong, and it will stain the hell out of your hookah. So unless you have a hookah you're going to smoke it out of, I would recommend staying away from Pan, as enjoyable as it can be. And then Matt, you already know all about the Rarest. You did a review on it.
Yes, the Rarest is pink lemonade. Pink lemonade is what the Rarest is, and it's a very good pink lemonade flavor. You really do taste all the wonderfulness that a pink lemonade drink will have inside of it as well. So it's definitely something that I recommend. It's very good. Amor is a interesting one because I believe it is rose, strawberry, and melon. Oh, I always get this wrong. I personally wasn't a big fan of it. It had a little bit of mint in there as well. It's just something that had a lot of weird flavors for me personally. I do know that Badia, if you're still here right now, you know exactly what's in the Amor, so please fill us in. I know there's a lot of people that do like it. Like, it's not something that is a known thing that people do not like. It's something that a lot of people do like. So if you are somebody that knows what's inside Amor, please let us know. And if Badia is still here, obviously, please let us know as well. We hit 30 likes on this episode, Adrian.
31.
31. Oh my! I can't tell you guys thank you enough. Honestly, that's fantastic. That's so exciting.
Also, huge shout out to Bracken Cox for lining this giveaway up with us. It's very kind of him. This is an awesome product. And what was the guy's name? Something.
Dwayne.
What? Dwayne Salter, I think was his name.
Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations. You're gonna love this thing. It's awesome. Plus, it's got some sweet AM Hookah Podcast swag on it, so that's cool too. But big thing to Bracken Cox.
Yeah, I if I had time, I'd pull it up again to show you exactly what it looks like. If you guys don't know, go and check out the Etsy. It's packmats.etsy.com. It will be in the description down below, just so you guys are aware. And we make sure you go and support that guy if you're looking for a pack mats. They're not ridiculously expensive. They're something cool to have on hand at all times. It's just a really cool product, and we love seeing that stuff come out of the market.
And if you're going to buy it, go ahead and use my coupon code or discount code or promo code or whatever you want to call it. It's just Pipe Dream. It'll get you 10% right off the top of the pricing, which is awesome.
Stefan just said first-time watcher, long-time watcher. Thank you, Stefan, for showing up. We appreciate it, as always.
You're late, Stefan.
You're a little bit late, but it's all okay. We ain't going to judge you. What's up, Doug? He's here as well. 3-Tip Gang in the house right now. We're actually ending the show, sadly. This is the end of the show. We're going to get to the... I know it's been a fantastic show. It's been honestly really, really cool. And thank you guys for letting us hit our like goal. If you did not know, we gave away a Pack Mats mat for hitting that like goal at 25. We did a random giveaway for it. Hopefully in the future we can do more stuff like this again. I didn't know if we were going to hit it on this first episode, so it's absolutely fantastic that we were able to. Thank you guys so very much for allowing that to happen. Adrian, if people are looking for you on the internet, where can they find you?
You want to watch some hookah reviews? Maybe a tutorial, a little bit of unboxing action? We'll go over to Pipe Dream Hookah, and I've got you covered there. And then if you want to look at some other content that isn't video-based, check me out at _Pipe Dream over on Instagram and the Twitter. Facebook, my name's Adrian Hunter, and you know what my face looks like, so just click that one and add me as a friend, and we can talk about all sorts of degenerate shit. And that's about it for me.
Yeah, if you want to find me on the internet, you can find me at Matt Dezen on YouTube. You can find me at Matt Dezen, at Only Matt Dezen on Twitter. You can find me at Only Matt Dezen on Instagram as well. You can find the podcast at AM Hookah Podcast. We have a group and we have a page as well. You can find us on Twitter, AM Hookah Podcast, and also on Instagram, AM Hookah Podcast as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Diamond Roberts, later. We appreciate you stopping by. Everybody, this Adrian stole my brand name. Don't sub. Oh, watch out, guys. What's up, Rose F. Death? Thank you for showing up as well. Stefan, we did not start any earlier. We started at our same time that we've been starting for the last 2 years. I think you need to check your watch. That's what I think might need to happen there.
Every week.
Every week.
For the last year.
Almost 2.
I think we missed one in a year. And Monday at the same time every week. all these guys know what's going on. They show up every time.
We don't hate you, I promise. We're just
For
making
any
fun
of you first-time watchers, I think it was just the one. What was his name? Let's see here.
There's a couple. There's
Vinny.
Yeah, Big Vinny, Dwayne.
And anyone else who's first-time watcher, thank you so much for coming on. We do this every week, so definitely come tune in next week. We'll be talking about more cool shit. If you're a first-time watcher, we have guests all the time too, so you can look forward to that.
And I have a package coming that was sent to me by Adrian, in fact, with some Furgate in it, and we're going to be talking about some stuff regarding that next week. So you have an idea of what we're going to be talking about next time. So
You ever smoke dry tobacco? Oh boy,
can't wait.
that's gonna be awesome.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep on smoking. Bye.